What's good? What's going on? I don't think many people gonna be able to see this because my channel is hacked, so I can't go live. It'll say I could go live, but it'll set my settings to public or private, so I can't see what's going on. Or some people can't see the video, but whatever. Let me just see. I just gotta let me see if I could check it out from my other phone. Okay, there it is. It's coming on. All right, but anyway, that's what's up. So y'all, I hope all is well. It's Scorpio season. It's stinger season. All right. So shout out to all the Scorpio, whatever. Everybody's a Scorpio in some area of their life. Okay, so we celebrating that season. This is how I'm approaching it. All right, I look at things from a more astrological level. I feel like we have all signs in us. I mean, I know we do. Okay, I study charts, astrological charts, so I know everybody has a placement of Scorpio somewhere in their chart. Now, maybe you don't have a planet there, but when you draw up a chart, you're drawing up 12 houses. And Scorpio is one of the 12 houses. It's the eighth house. That's where it resides. So you have it in your chart. So, you want to look at each sign as a way of looking at one part of you, right? You have 12 houses as a whole, okay? These are all the major areas of your life. So make sure you start looking at it from the perspective of, okay, it's 2025. Yeah, I know I'm a sun sign Virgo, but I need to look at what's going on with Mercury or Neptune, because Neptune is the area of the chart that could elude me or could disillusion me or could get me caught up because I can't see what's going on. So that's a dangerous situation to be in. So I want to look there where my Neptune is, and I want to look at where my 12th house is. You know what I'm saying? So to study, the parts of you that you may not know. Maybe you don't know why you do certain things. You know what I'm saying? You don't know why you have certain behaviors. Your chart will tell you that. So get to know your entire chart. Get to know your sixth house, which has to do with your health, the way you look at things, how you prioritize things, what's important to you, how you determine that with the Mercury intellect, because Mercury rules Virgo. So how do you come to the conclusion you come to in reference to why you do what you do and when you do it, what time you do it, and that includes taking care of yourself, right? So at any rate, we're going to see what's going on. I want to know how these people feel about you in Scorpio season, right? So, Scorpio season kind of a lot of times will reveal to you what's really going on. Stuff that was hidden from you or that was kept in the dark from you, or maybe you didn't really pay attention to it before. It, will tend to rear its head in Scorpio season, because what goes on that's dark, you know what I'm saying? Toxic, that type of thing goes on. But Scorpio is also a positive. A lot of people don't talk about the positive aspects of Scorpio. Scorpio is all about change and transformation. Scorpio is the energy like lets you know, yeah, it's time to go. You know what I'm saying? Whether you want to go or not is what makes it toxic. Okay, if you don't want to go, meaning you're not recognizing the signs when it's time to end something, to let something go, or to move on, then it's gonna become toxic, because it's gonna get to the point where it's like, no, you're gonna go. It's time for you to go, and it could even lead to you losing your life. That's how potent Scorpio and toxic Scorpio can be. But on the flip side, it's a benefit because it could save your life. Okay? You got to look at it from the positive perspective. Transformation is good, change is good. And so you have to understand that you on this life journey, you don't want shit to be as hard as it is. So try to make it less hard by just listening when you get in resistance. Stop and think for a minute. Why am I getting resistance in this situation? Is the universe trying to tell me something? Usually that's where your Scorpio placement is. Why is it that this situation never gets no better? It's constantly worse. If you got Scorpio in the fourth house, maybe you got issues with where you live. You always got to move. You know what I mean? Maybe if you got Scorpio in the eighth house, it's like, you deep psychologically, you analytical, you're a natural psychologist, you're a natural strategist. You see things, you are the bullshit detector. Maybe you got Scorpio in the 12th house, which is crazy. Okay. You definitely could tap in. Okay. It's like, you got to just be careful not to go the wrong direction. But you could definitely tap in. But your Scorpio energy is energy that allows you to change and metamorph. And also it's the house of secrets. Okay, people's strategies, how they move, their covert energies, their subterfuge energies, those strategic energies. That's the Mars aspect of it. What I was just explaining before was the Pluto aspect of it, the transformative energy. But Mars is there to help you strategize. So you got to use both placements of Scorpio. That's why Scorpio is dope, because you got Pluto and you got Mars. Mars is just not about war in a way that is savage. No, Mars is about strategy as well. You know, there's many ways to engage in war. You can engage in psychological warfare. That's Mars and Pluto with Scorpio. Okay? So a lot of people like to play games, right? And so a lot of that will be revealed. Okay? So if you're playing games, people might be figuring you out, you know, especially when it comes to psychological warfare, when it comes to people being in situations too long and it's like, yo, it's time to go, but they've been stalling. You know, you're supposed to move, but you've been bullshitting. You know, you're supposed to been going to the gym, but you've been bullshitting. You know, you're supposed to come up out of this relationship and find you a new place, but you've been bullshitting. You know, you're supposed to sign up for class, but you've been bullshitting. You know, you're supposed to go get them tires fixed, but you've been bullshitting. You know, you're supposed to go pay them tickets. Right? It's like these are things that whatever's going on that starts to amplify and get worse for you. That's that Scorpio shit. Okay, that's what you need to address. You may need to change your perspective about it. But what we're gonna look at is how these people feel about you. All right. So let's see what these cards are about. Forgive me for rambling, but I was channeling, and that's what came out. Okay, sorry. I do what I can. We want to look at the dynamics between you and this person, place, thing, or idea. All right. How does this person, place, thing, or idea feel about you during Scorpio season? This could be family members. This could be the choir you in. Okay, the choir group. This could be the new organization that you joined. Okay. This could be the people at the networking mixer that you're going to. This could be the sorority that you just got. You just was pledged into. You didn't pledge the traditional way, like by going through college. You was you know, honored in, you know, through your academics and your scholarships, or I don't know. You know, there's a way that you can join the sororities and fraternities without actually pledging through college. So I'm getting that from somebody. Somebody's doing that, or it could be into some occult groups. Okay, that's Scorpio season. Somebody could be being initiated. All right, but there's transformation and change going on. Bingo. Let's get a couple more cards. We want to see how you and this person are. What's the dynamics between you? Okay. There's a lot of energy coming out as far as me and the messages. Is interesting. All right, now I'm dealing with old decks. Okay, no new decks for this read. This is what the no new deck read. All right, these are all cards from at least 19. I'm sorry. Ooh, why I keep saying 19? All right, somebody might need to know that number 19, but I meant to say 2019. So I just felt like when I was channeling and how I was gonna put, you know, read cards, all the old decks come out. I don't even know the name of this, but it's fire. Um, but we have the Three of Swords. We got the Three of Pentacles in reverse. Here it is upright. I forget the true black deck. Yeah, true black. I don't know if you can see the name and the light at the bottom. True black, just in case anybody want to know. And then we got the Five of Swords. All right. We got the Six of Cups. It came out in reverse. Then we have the Seven of Pentacles. And then we got the Devil, Capricorn energy. All right. So what's the dynamics between you, this person, place, thing, or idea? Now this could also be you against you, because again, we're dealing with Scorpio season, psychological warfare, right? So maybe you're trying to shed and transform your old ideas into something new. Maybe you're doing shadow work and you're peeling back the layers of yourself and you're discovering you as a new person, and now you're trying to figure this out. Maybe you're trying to let go of old habits, right? Trying to figure out why you do what you do, your behaviors, mannerisms. Anyway, so the dynamics between you and this person, there's two threes here. We got the Three of Pentacles and the Three of Swords. Now, I feel like you, I don't know if you have been in a situation where you've been around people where things didn't work out, okay? Or something is not working out and you're trying to figure out what you need to do. I mean, that's what Scorpio season is about. It's like bringing something to your attention. It may be a little bit painful with the Three of Swords, but it's bringing something to your attention, letting you know it's time for something to change. So, what in your life right now are you dealing with, or who you're dealing with, where it's like the situation just ain't getting no better, and you got to keep it real with yourself? Is it that job? Is it that relationship? Is it that the new move? Whatever it is that you are doing or involved in, right? It's just not panning out with the Three of Pentacles in reverse. It's not worth the time, energy, and effort. It could be a waste of time, energy, and effort. Maybe there's a situation that costs you some money. Somebody might have had to pay some fines on social media. Maybe they said something, to cease and desist I'm getting from somebody. Okay, somebody may have said something and now, they being served papers. Okay. I just feel like somebody lost something here. Okay, it could have cost some time, energy, and effort. It could have been a collaboration, a collaborative effort. Okay. Um, I'm just getting social media with this Three of Swords energy, people being offended, okay? And somebody losing some money because of it with this Three of Pentacles and this Five of Sword energy. So I don't know, maybe it could be somebody coming at you via social media if you are somebody who's on social media. If it's not that, then it's some other way where, there could be up to three people who may feel a certain way, or it could have been a group that you were involved with, three or more people. Maybe it was a group as small as three people, but it was at least three people or three different situations that didn't pan out financially also. Maybe you were investing in three different types of stocks, but they plummeted, okay? And maybe you were watching social media about this, and you found out that you're not the only one who lost money because you did this, and you're trying to figure out what your next move is. All right. But there's something here where change is needed. Now, the opposition to you is the Seven of Cup in reverse. What is this? The Nine of Cups in reverse. I said the seven, so forgive me. This is the Nine of Cups in reverse. So whatever went on in reference to maybe you decided, yo, I'm not doing this, I'm not with this no more, and maybe you cut off managers, you cut off people that was working for you, or maybe somebody got fired, maybe you got fired, maybe you got laid off. But whatever this is, whatever happened, you initiated it because this person's not happy about it, or you were the one who had, if there was some type of dispute between y'all, they not happy with the move you made. Maybe it wasn't. Maybe you just decided to make a move and they decided to feel some way about it. Okay. And if this is a love situation, maybe it's a partner here who, you are just looking at like, okay, maybe this person cheated on you multiple times. And they won't move, or somebody's doing it intentionally, maybe because they want somebody to move out, but maybe somebody can't move because they ain't got money. I don't know. It's a lot of different scenarios, but the other person is not happy. And then we have the Seven of Pentacles here. So they're trying to figure out what your next move is, or they're waiting for you to save up your money. You said you were saving up money, or you said you was coming up with the money. Where's the money? Or you said you was going to help us out. Where's the help? You said you was going to do this for us. Where is it? So I guess maybe you agreed to something, and maybe somebody is saying you said you were going to do this, you didn't do it. Or maybe somebody's just listening to what you're saying and they're looking at you like, oh, you said this, but you ain't really doing that. But I feel like somebody's calling someone out. That could be it too. Or maybe somebody's about to, take it how it resonates. Yeah, and then we got the Devil energy here. This is somebody who feels like they could trump the other person. Like, this is like a challenge I'm getting. I'm feeling challenging energy from that Devil energy. Like somebody could be very the situation is toxic here, okay, with this Devil energy here. It's like y'all trapped together in some type of contract. You could be trying to figure out how to get out of it. Whatever it is, that's what Scorpio energy is. Whatever situation somebody's in, this is toxic, and maybe you know it and you sense it, or you think, I don't know. But we're gonna see how this person feels about you. Why is this shit toxic? What is this? All right, what is this? I'm gonna get another deck, another old deck. So I'm gonna put those right up there so we can refer back. All right, what's up with the collective? What's up with this person? place, thing, idea, group, entity, thought process that's toxic to the collective during Scorpio season that is going to rear its ugly head. It's going to present itself. What does the toxic? What does the collective need to know? How do they need to move? What do they need to do to move forward? Because Scorpio season is about transformation. So moving forward is not a choice. It's gonna happen. How does the collective prepare? What we got? What was the energy the collective in this entity or energy or people, place, or thing was in? How does this person feel? How does these people feel? What's up with the card? Yo, Scorpio season. You see what I'm saying? The cards ain't coming out. Secretive energy. Yeah, see? They being very secret. What's that right there? What is that right there? This is the energy this person you were in the last time you spoke. This person was very evasive about what they were talking about or what they were saying. Okay. It could have been like they was just, saying stuff to you to feel you out. This is what the Knight of Sword energy feel like to me. Trying to see where your head at, trying to size you up, trying to figure out what you're going to do. Because that's what I got with that Seven of Pentacles too in the other deck. So they watching you. I told you Scorpio season is when it's Mars energy, it's all about strategy, right? Psychological warfare. Yeah, they watching. How they see you? How they see you during this Scorpio season? The Two of Wands energy in reverse. They see you as you ain't gonna do shit. That's for some of y'all. I just get an energy of somebody's with the shits. I don't know who you dealing with, okay? Or if this is you, okay? But somebody's with the shits, okay? It's like the opposing energy is with the shits. That's, the collective anyway. But if you on the dark side or the other side of things, yeah. But they feel like, this person is trying to, I feel like they see you as somebody who ain't doing shit. You ain't talking shit. You ain't going nowhere. You're not going to do anything. Or like I said, if they were sitting around sifting, trying to figure out what you were saying, if it was true. Some people will talk about what they have or what they're doing. This person is sitting is trying to see if you're going to do it or if you got it. Or they're coming to the conclusion that you don't see it. You ain't got it. You don't know what you're talking about. Something like that. Okay? Whatever this situation is here, this is what the opposing energy is looking at you as. How do they feel about you deep down during this Scorpio energy? That's one too many. How they feel about you deep down? Okay, 8 of Cup energy in reverse. You'll be back. You'll be back. You ain't going nowhere. This is how they feel about you. Okay? You ain't going nowhere. You'll be back. You've been back before. You're going to come back, right? So this is definitely something you've already been at war with, so you know exactly what this is if this is resonating with you. Because this shit ain't getting no better. The situation just getting worse. That's what Scorpio season do. Pay attention. Now, if you ain't got no bullshit going on in your life, kudos to you. But people around you might. Pay attention. What's the mutual energy between y'all? The 7 of Coins. You both trying to sit here and figure out what you're trying to do. Maybe you both trying to save up your money. Maybe you both watching each other to see, listen, if you're in a household like that with your partner, man, like, the first thing you want to make sure is you safe if you're dealing with shit like this, because shit could get critical like this with people who, and I'm not talking to you if your life ain't like that, okay? We talking about Scorpio season. There's people out here going through toxic shit in relationships right now. I'm talking to them. If you're in a situation where you feel like you gotta look over your shoulder because you can't trust this person, but you ain't got no place else to go, you may want to figure out if there's any other option for you. Now, it's a lot going on out here too, okay, with the economy and people not getting their benefits. And, a lot of people was leaning on those benefits. Maybe those benefits, maybe they did work, but they were still qualified to get benefits. And now that was helping them get through. And now things are going to be worse. So you got people in a lot of toxic situations and they can't move away from their partners because they can't afford to. Okay? Shit is tight out here. So if you're in a situation where, you can't look over your shoulder, you gotta lock the door when you go in the other bedroom and things like that, like, shit is real out here. This is what some people are going through. Okay, it don't have to be that severe for everybody, but it's definitely something that what's up with this person if they get their way? Like, talk to me about that. The moon in reverse. What is this person? Yo, you see the devil energy here and the moon energy. First of all, this is a toxic connection. This person is obsessed with you. The Scorpio energy also deals with obsession and possession. That's the Taurus Scorpio axis. Obsession, possession, don't want to let something go, can't let go. So for some of y'all, this is a love situation. Okay, this could also just be somebody at your job who is just sweating you because they jealous as fuck. Because you walk with scorpionic energy, and so whenever you walk into a room or you in an environment, the toxic energy just start itching like fucking roaches. Turn when you turn on a light. You know what I mean? They start scattering, start acting stupid. Yo, you know. If you know, you know. Okay. So this is this energy here with this person, okay? Or this group or whatever is going on is crazy. Okay? It's crazy. Tell me what's going on 6 to 8 weeks from now. What's popping? Ace of Wands. It's like it's up to you. Okay? You gotta make a decision. Like this with this Ace of Wands is telling me, and this shit hit me hard like a ton of like I had to take a breath. Cause somebody gotta make a decision on what the fuck they gonna do. Okay, whatever this is. And when I say what the F they gonna do, like that's how serious the situation is. You know how you talking to somebody, you're like, or you just looking at the situation and it gets so like, yo, what the fuck am I supposed to do about this? So I feel like you'll come up with a good idea as well with the Ace of Wands, because this is always a gift, aces. So you're gonna come up with an idea. You're gonna figure it out. All right. So let's see what else come out. Tell me about this Knight of Swords energy. This is the energy you and this person was in the last time they saw y'all. The last time y'all was together, this person was being very evasive. They weren't saying shit, or maybe you wasn't. Y'all just not talking. Y'all speak when y'all need to. This is if this is a marriage or a relationship. Even if it's a work environment, you speak if you need to. Very little conversation here. You know, it could be a lot of people around you guys who are witnessing, you know, the energy between y'all. It could be a family dynamic where y'all not talking, y'all not speaking, okay, type of energy. Words were said, you know, that type of energy, especially with the blood on the sword, you know, words were said. So it could have been an argument, you know, when I say words were said. Forgive me, I'm from upstate New York. That's how, you know. So anyway, the Wheel of Fortune. So words were said, like I said, and the tide changed. So somebody, you know, somebody let somebody know what time it is. Somebody, you know, changed the trajectory of the situation. Okay, maybe it was you. Maybe you said to them, "Yo, that's why I'm out." I feel like, you know, that you're gonna hear a lot of that's why I'm if you're going through something, well, I'm not gonna say you're gonna hear a lot of. Maybe it'll just be more than once you hear it and it'll resonate with you because you'll understand what, you know, what's going on planetary wise. Is, you know, astrologically wise, it's Scorpio season. So a lot of hidden shit is gonna be revealed. How people really feel about you is gonna be revealed. Okay. And that changes things, but it changes things for the better for you because that's what Scorpio energy does. People always think about it like it's toxic. It gives you change for the better. You may not like it because you may not understand it, you know? It could be that hot dude or that hot girl that's calling you and you know damn well you shouldn't be fucking with them, but yo, it's that hot dude, it's that hot girl. You know, we ain't doing nothing but talking anyway. You know, we just talking and you know damn well you shouldn't be talking to them for whatever reason, you know. Okay, the universe is telling you, you know, nah, we're gonna just dead this situation in some way, shape, or form. Okay, because this person is a loony. Some of y'all dealing with someone who cray cray, okay, or who's with the shits. And not everybody is crazy, but some people, you know, when you in this energy and your back is up against the wall, you'd be surprised at how people behave. You know what I'm saying? So it looked like somebody's situation could get really crazy. Not everybody's. What's this two of wands in reverse? They see you as somebody who ain't going nowhere, you ain't doing nothing. Maybe they told you to move out with the Saturn energy in reverse. See what I'm saying? I forgot to put my do not disturb on. Let me put it on. All right. Yeah, see? Saturn energy in reverse. With the two of wands in reverse. You not going nowhere. It's not over. You not leaving this contract. It's not over. You not getting out of this situation. It's not over. I'm not leaving it alone. You know, somebody could be being stubborn with that Saturn energy in reverse. That Saturn energy is stubborn energy, but in reverse, it's like somebody ain't going, somebody might have to learn the hard way. Okay. Somebody had to get their head bumped and realize that, yo, there's no other option with the two of wands energy in reverse and the Saturn in reverse. It's no other option. This is how this person is seeing you. You ain't got no options. That's how they looking at you. For some of y'all. So with the 8 of cup energy in reverse, this is how they flip out you. You'll be back. 9 of cup energy in reverse. Or they want you to come back. Or they gonna be back. Because they feed off of you with the 9 of cup energy. Okay? In reverse. 8 of cup reverse, 9 of cup in reverse. That's 17 damn cups. This person is drinking your energy. Okay? For some of y'all, if it's a sexual energy, since we're talking about Scorpio and sex, this person literally drinks your energy. Okay? They literally had, you know what I'm saying? Okay? This is what I'm saying. So, you know, maybe they don't know that they, you know, got that going on, and it's a toxic addiction that they got. It's not natural with the moon energy in reverse. For some of y'all, I'm not gonna get into the dark shit that I'm seeing right here in reference to y'all sexual activity, but some of y'all is, like I said, somebody drinks you. I'm gonna leave it at that. Now, this moon energy in reverse, this is what this person want from you. That's why they saying you ain't going nowhere. They feed off of your energy. Okay? This is like, it's giving me parasitic. Okay, this is the 9 of cup energy here. Wait, the 8 of cups. Again, the moon and the 8 of cups. But the 8 of cups is upright. Okay, it's in reverse over here with the 9 of cups. This person feed off of you. This is what they want, the moon and the 8 of cups, to drink off of you. I told you it's not natural with the moon in reverse. Okay, it's not, this is somebody who got an entity maybe attached to them. They could be succubus, incubus type energy. But they like to, they like, you know, they're it doesn't even have to, it could be consensual, but it's like this person really is addicted to you. Okay? And that's not, the way they're addicted to you is like, you know, they're gonna do whatever they can to get back to you. It's not like, yeah, you was good and damn, you know, I'm gonna let you go. Yeah, we had a good run, or yeah, it was cool, but you know, I'm gonna let you go. I know you gotta go your way, I gotta go mine. It's not that. You're not going anywhere. They're not going anywhere. It could be reversed. They're not going anywhere. You ain't gonna never be able to get rid of them. You know what I'm saying? That's for some of y'all, and maybe you realize that now. Okay, it's not for, but you know, maybe you realize that now. That, yo, what did I get myself into with this person? Yo, this person is crazy. This person is nuts. Some of y'all got somebody obsessed with y'all. Okay, and I know you know what I'm talking about because it's Scorpio season. Don't tell me. Okay, don't, no, it ain't like that. Yeah, okay. Don't get yourself caught up. Better recognize what it is. That's not for everybody, but some of y'all. What's the Ace of Wands? 6 to 8 weeks from now, we were looking at the Three of Wands energy, but it's in reverse. So this person's goal is to foil your plans. They're trying to figure out what you up to. That's what this Ace of Wands is and this Three of Wands energy in reverse, because they want to stop what you're doing. So, you know, if I, like I said earlier, somebody was just watching you, trying to figure out what you up to, what you're going to do next. This is what this was. Because they're trying to figure out what your next move is in a situation. So you playing psychological warfare with somebody. Some of y'all know who the person is, and you know you've been needed to get out of the situation. Some of y'all, somebody could be stalking you. I don't know. Okay, watching you. It don't have to be nothing crazy. It could just be that they obsessed with you and they want to watch you. So it could be something like being on social media with this Three of Sword energy and this Page of, Pentacle energy. Maybe they want to give you some money. Okay. Um, Maybe this is somebody who, and they may want to meet you, but maybe you shouldn't go meet this person, or maybe you met with them and now you can't get them off your ass, or it could be any of these things that I'm thinking of as as it relates to Scorpio season. Because Scorpio deals with people's energies being intertwined and how a person start acting when you take your energy from them. When it's time to say bye bye. Okay. Yeah, we have assume. I told you this person is assuming you ain't going nowhere, or they assuming you coming back, or whatever the situation is. Yeah, doubts. So I don't know if you're having doubts about making moves, or this person's having doubts about making moves, or doubts about the moves you trying to make. But this person triggers you, or you trigger them. Something is going to trigger someone, and then it could just get, I don't know. Okay, I don't know what triggers this person or why they get triggered. They have a wound that has not healed, or maybe they're triggering you. One of y'all, somebody has a wound. That's why y'all are Saturn energy here with the Jupiter energy. There's a spiritual lesson here, especially with the Capricorn energy heavy here with the world and the devil. Yeah, this is a temptation for a lot of you. Okay, so some of y'all might, yeah, look at that. External interference. So something is interfering in a situation or scenario, or something is going to interfere. Maybe this will, if somebody got a plan that's on the nefarious tip, it won't work out, is what I'm seeing here. Whether you the person initiating the act, or you the person who was intended to receive it, it's not going to work out. Especially if it's a like passion of love. All right. Support, lean on your circle. So some of y'all need y'all friends right now. Okay. Maybe to stay with a friend because the situation is no good and you need some place to stay. Or some of you, you don't have social services. The government is shut down, and that's what a lot of people could have used uh, in order to help them to get on their feet. So a lot of people could be trapped in situations, and if they're not, um, this is what I'm picking up from the collective. So I'm just telling you what I'm seeing here. Some people may be looking for support. Some people may be looking to their friends and family for help. Okay, so don't be surprised. Like I said, this may not be happening to you. Be a friend or family member of yours who may come to you and they might need a place to stay. Now, it depends. Now, for some of y'all, they going through some toxic shit, or for some of y'all, this friend or family member is obsessed with your ass and is coming to, mess your life up. Okay? Or this group, or this thought that you got. Yeah, see, don't go back to the past. This the card right here to tell you that. Don't do that. Here and now. Okay, you already where you supposed to be. You turned the tides. That's what you were supposed to do. Some of y'all just ghosted. And that was the best thing you could have did. Okay? The best thing you could have did was to leave the situation if that's what your goal is. Matter of fact, tell me more about this Jupiter. This good luck. Yeah, the Ace of Swords reverse. Keep your mouth closed. Don't tell nobody your plans. As long as you don't tell nobody, or when you argue with this person, like a lot of people will argue with a person, well, that's why I'm leaving you. Now, don't tell nobody that. If you plan on leaving and you live with this person, don't you tell them that. You just get the fuck up, out, and go. That's what the Knight of Swords and the Ace of Swords reverse and the Wheel of Fortune is. Okay, that's what that is. That's keeping that communication or that understanding to yourself. Okay, this Scorpio season, be strategic. Okay, yeah, Chariot energy in reverse, clarifying this Saturn energy in reverse. This is Capricorn, Cancerian energy. This is a family dynamic, whether it's your family you were born into, or whether this is the family you created with someone else. Okay, and if it's not family, it's a work life family life dynamic. Okay, you may be working too much for some of y'all. You know what I'm saying? Or you're using work as an excuse to get away from the family or to get out. You know, something like that. You don't want to be at home no more. That's why you work a lot. Yeah, Four of Pentacles. Yeah, to get some privacy, to get some space, to get some peace, to get away from the bullshit that's going on in the house. So a lot of people gonna be looking for, a lot of people gonna be Uber and DoorDash, Lyft, get the hell out the house. Okay, and it's gonna be a lot of people that's gonna want to get the hell out of the house. So there's ways that the economy will thrive. Okay, people want to go places. Okay, so they're gonna get out the house. And even if they don't got a car, if they lose their car, they still may, some people might lose their car, but they still got a job. They still could get around via Uber, so they could still go places. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's how things could turn around, but you got to try to turn the negative by alchemizing things. Anyway, that's just what I'm seeing. Yeah, see, hopeful. Okay? Being hopeful about the situation. We have karmic, third parties, hate. I told you this was a lesson. I told you that earlier, especially with that Saturn energy and that all these major arcana, Saturn. This is a generational type of thing. It could be a generational curse. You could have family members who dealt with a weirdo too. Maybe this happened to you in a past life. Maybe this, situation wasn't resolved and now you got to deal with it in this life, right? Exhausted. You're tired. This is why things are going to come to a head because you get into, my mother used to tell me, only you know when you're tired. You can have a friend or a family member who's telling you, yeah, I'm leaving them, or I'm leaving that job, or I'm moving out that apartment, or I'm getting out this business deal, or I'm leaving that alone. And you like, yeah, okay, good for you. That's good. If that's the decision you made, that's good. And then, they still talking this a year later, and it's just like, only you know when you're going to get tired of talking about it, and you're going to do something about it. For some of y'all partner cheated on y'all multiple times. Yeah, so somebody's being watched online. Told you with some stalker energy here for some of y'all. Okay? But this is somebody for some of y'all that y'all know. This person, and if you don't know this person, these mannerisms, these characteristics, and you know something ain't right, listen to your intuition. Scorpio energy. Use your Scorpio energy. Okay, you're dealing with a karmic. Let me get the card. Yeah, this is an extrovert. This could be somebody who talks a lot, likes to be the life of the party. Somebody who got an ego. Okay? Is what I'm picking up from this person. But they watching you, or they could be watching you online. Or somebody could be like I said earlier, you could have somebody who's looking at somebody's DMs, or somebody might want to subscribe to somebody's channel. They might have got caught doing it by their partner. Somebody sending somebody money online, sending somebody money via Cash App, and a partner find out. What I tell you? So it's a lot of things that might come. It don't have to be that, but these are just some of the main things, some of the main themes in reference to relationships and what people be dealing with this Scorpio energy. So, hopefully you be kind to others, and, you come to the realization you need to, whoever this is, if this resonates with you, or help someone come to the realization they need to come to, if it's not you and it's a friend or someone you know. And just make sure you be safe. That's most important. What's safe? What's for everybody. Because usually when you go with what's safe for everybody, that's usually the best route to go. All right, that's if you don't know what to do. Look at what movie to make so that everything is safe for everybody. so that nothing moves forward. So this shit don't keep going on with the three of wands energy in reverse and the ace of wands. That's the question. All right. So I hope you got something out of this. I'll see y'all in the next reading. Deuces.